Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion 2022 preview and predictions. We have got quite a few matches, actually. If I look, we've got 10. We've got 10 matches happening on this show. A bunch of them are for titles. It's not a shallow show at all. It's very much living up to the Dominion name. New Japan's second biggest show of the year behind only Wrestle Kingdom. John, I know you and I talked about it. We are going to be skipping a couple matches, but not many. What do you think, man? What's your hype level for Dominion?
I think when you trim the fat, right, it goes from maybe a 7.5 because you have to suffer through the bad matches, maybe an 8 even still with bad matches. But I think when you trim that fat, it goes up to 8.5, 8. That's kind of where I'm sitting. I think I'll even go higher at 8.5 because I'll be honest with you, I am really psyched for the world title match because it has been too fucking long, I think, since you and I have seen either an Okada match or a Jay White match. And the idea that we're going to see both against each other has me really psyched. So I'll even go high end. I'll say 8.5. Not to mention, nice. I fucking love Juice, and I've tried to keep an open mind at this heel turn, but he did have to vacate the U.S. title. But you know what? I'm a big Sonata fan, man. And, I'm really hoping that Sonata finally gets his nod, gets this W. So I'm rooting for him there. So I think, those are the two matches that I'm most looking forward to, honestly. I mean, I do forget some of the cards, so I may make a correction in the middle of the predictions, but that's where I'm at, and it's an 8.5. I want you to put a number to your feeling, though. I'm always more curious about your feelings than my own. How are you feeling about this?
Yeah, I'm kind of straddling between 7.5 and 8, honestly. I'm a little less enthused than you. But I will say, I think if we were reacting to the whole show, I might come in as a little more enthused than you. Because you said if we were reacting to the whole show, you'd be around a 7, 7.5. I don't think not reacting to the undercard changes my rating of the show at all. I think I'm still right around that 7.5, 8 range. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because I like the first match. I mean, we'll get into predicting it as well, but the first match we've got Taguchi, Master Wato, and Tenzan versus Hanare, TJP, and Francesco Akira. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, I fucking hate Taguchi, and I genuinely don't like TJP. And Hanare is just a total geek to me, and Tenzan's old as fuck. But I really like Master Wato, and I literally have never seen Francesco Akira wrestle before, but he's being hyped as a big deal. And I think, from what I understand, he did pretty well in the Best of Super Juniors this year, which was his coming out party, kind of. I don't think he really wrestled much for New Japan prior to that. So I'm curious. I'd like to see him do his thing.
Yeah. God, I hate to say it. I'm almost tempted to go with the Hanare and TJP team because they're on the same team, right? That's what you said, Hanare and TJP together. I think I'm going to go with that team to win, but I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about it.
No, yeah, I agree. You know what? Because I think out of the 6 men in this match, Master Wato is my favorite, but I think he's also the most likely in this match to eat a pin. So I am going to agree with you and pick the United Empire team here.
All right. So, next matchup?
Yeah, so next we've got Naito, Bushi, and Hiromu versus Ishimori, Phantasmo, and Ace Austin, which is a match that we will be reacting to. Actually looks like a lot of fun. I know you and I are both fans of Bushi on a casual level. Every time he's on, we don't complain. We think he's cool. We like him. And obviously, you and I both like Naito and Hiromu quite a bit. And I think you are much more of an Ishimori fan than I am. But we also both like El Phantasmo, and Ace Austin is another guy like Francesco Akira that's been getting a lot of hype for his BOSJ run. And I'm very curious if he has changed anything up or just really how he's presented in New Japan because he's an Impact guy and I've seen him before and I've never really been all that impressed, but I know he can do some cool shit. He's like an X Division staple at this point, so I'm definitely curious.
So here's the thing. It's funny you say all that because in preparation for 5 Fave 5, which will be coming this Monday to you all at 5, you get it. I've been doing some legwork because the other category is always the one that I struggle with most.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let me just drop in on Impact and watch a few YouTube clips and see what people that either I like or that I've heard about are doing. I watched a couple Ace Austin clips. Seems really cool. And I don't know him as a promo. I would hope that he's charismatic because I think you definitely always go farther when you're, a guy that size, but you have the personality to kind of back it up. But yeah, like I could say that I could see myself becoming an Ace Austin fan. I definitely think I'll go with that team with him, Ishimori, and ELP. Which, by the way, ELP, if he is going to move up to the heavyweight division, I could see that being very successful for him. I like ELP. I think he's very talented. And I could see him as a future U.S. champion. I would even say Intercontinental if that title was still active, but it seems like U.S. is kind of like in that mold now. So I could see ELP as a future U.S. champion. And I know it's weird because he's Canadian, but, fuck it. You've got Sonata and fucking Ospreay vying for it, so it doesn't really matter now, does it? So yeah, I'll go ELP, Ishimori, and Ace Austin. I think that's a badass fucking trio.
Okay, I have multiple thoughts because you just said a lot, and I didn't really get a chance to respond to anything. So, first of all, did you hear that ELP is moving up to heavyweight, or is that more just like something you made up?
Well, no, I thought we were kind of talking about it in the Discord. Although to be fair, I think it was Chiefin that was kind of pushing that line. I don't know if he backed it up with anything or if that was just a feeling that he had. So
Oh,
I guess I should say if that would happen,
oh.
I don't know what ELP's
So that's
thinking.
like a purely
Yeah,
speculation thing, probably, right?
it does seem purely speculative at this point.
Okay.
Yes. So just to answer that, but continue.
Yeah. So the only other thing I really wanted to say was kind of elaborating on why I'm not like overly enthusiastic about Ace Austin. I feel like he is one of these guys that like early on in his Impact run, he got way over pushed and he was really sloppy. And I immediately just grew to dislike him for that reason because I was watching early on in his Impact career. And I've just not seen enough of him lately. Apparently, people love him now, though, so I'm assuming that he's improved significantly. But yeah, like it's one of those first impression things. I just don't. I didn't like him early because he got pushed way past his ability in Impact, and it was like detrimental to the product for me to the point that like it was one of the reasons I stopped watching that time. I love how like every time one of us starts watching Impact at some point, there's always like specific reasons as to why we stop, and it never lasts more than like a couple months. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Impact is like a fucking. It's like the Gravity Falls of wrestling, but like for different reasons. Because like Gravity Falls was very like stop and start, stop and start, stop and start. Like okay, we have a 6 month break here, we have a year and a half break here, that kind of shit. And it's like that, but it's on purpose rather than forced by the fucking studio and shit.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. Bullet Club's winning that. I wouldn't be surprised if Phantasmo pinned Bushi. So, next up though, oh god, this might be the match on this card that I like the least, that I'm least interested in. Torujano versus Doc Gallows. What the fuck were they thinking here?
This is probably the match that I give zero fucks about. And did we agree that we're skipping this or no? Are we watching this because of Yano? Because I know we're both big Yano fans.
I think we skipped this, honestly. I love Yano, but if there's anyone that Yano is not worth, it's Doc Gallows.
Hard agree. So I hope this match doesn't overstay its welcome. Thankfully, it's a Yano match, so chances are actually pretty good for that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with Yano for the win here, personally. So yeah, we'll go Yano. Low blow, roll up,
Of
recount.
course, yeah. So then we've got House of Torture. It's Evil, Yujiro, and Sho are the current champions, defending the never openweight 6-man tag titles against ZSJ, Despy, and Kanemaru. And we're definitely watching this. And this is actually really interesting to me. I think I'm just gonna say, no, you know what? I am gonna pick Suzuki Gun to win here. I think Sho's gonna eat the pin. I feel like every time we watch a New Japan pay per view, and we're like all hyped and excited to see Sho again, he ends up being the one that loses. So I'm gonna just pick Suzuki Gun with Sho eating the pin.
I'm gonna agree with you. It's unfortunate. I really like Show, man. I don't know where it all went wrong, but
I
yeah,
love
I'm gonna
Sho
agree with you.
as a fiery babyface, not this bullshit where he's a goddamn dastardly, cowardly ass heel. It's garbage.
Come back to me, New Japan. What are you doing, honey? God
Yeah,
damn.
yeah. So
All
we
right, next match.
are we're
Yeah,
agreeing
yeah.
on Suzuki Gun to win the titles here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're agreeing on Suzuki again, yeah.
Next up is the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. I can't fucking believe they put a major heavyweight title on Chase Owens, John.
Am I allowed to be offended?
I'm offended.
Yeah, it's gross. It's gross.
Dude, the current IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. This is a fucking title that was once held by Tenkozy. That was once held by fucking Shibata and Goto. This is a tag title that has fucking prestige and credibility, and they put it on Fale and Chase Owens, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah. Ooh, dude. So Fale and Chase Owens, who are they defending against?
Thank fuck. The team that I'm picking to win the tag titles and hopefully at least start to restore them to their former glory, Okan and Cobb.
Oh God. Honestly, I'll admit that this is based purely on emotion, but give it to Okan and Cobb. First of all, Okan should be the leader of United Empire. He's my recognized leader of United Empire. Empire this much credit, as much as I hate fuckface Ospreay. The work that Cobb's been doing in the United Empire has been some of the best in his career since Matanza to me. That match he had with Naito being fucking... Actually, no, was it Naito with the injury or Cobb? I think it was Cobb with the injury. Was insane. Those guys fucking killed it at Wrestle Kingdom this year.
It was Cobb. It was Cobb with the injury, and Naito worked his leg the entire match to work around it. It was incredible.
It was one of the best matches of Wrestle Kingdom. And I'm talking the whole 3-day event. It was... Great job by both guys. So, yeah, I think Okan and Cobb deserve this. I don't even care if this is an emotional pick. I could see Cobb negating Fale because I feel like Fale probably gets
that's the
most
spot, right? That's the big, the big spot that they're going to have to build up to is Cobb hitting the Tour of the Islands on Fale.
I mean, look, New Japan, not to be that guy, but really been going through with Bushi, and I think Okan has been one of your best sources of good PR with all the shit he's been doing. Maybe reward him for that. Stop rewarding people that politic and start rewarding people that actually do good PR through their actions and they also promote your product. Because again, I want to remind everybody, when he rescued that little girl from that fucking weirdo and the parents were like, how can we thank you? He said, watch New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, pay the man. Pay the man with a fucking championship. So, Okan Cobb, fuck any other prediction. New tag champions, please.
Cobb actually has like a surprisingly rich history of New Japan Gold because like he's a former never openweight champion too. We can't.
That's true. That. I actually did forget it, so thank you for reminding us. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into our next match then, which is a singles match where the winner faces Jon Moxley at AEW X NJPW Forbidden Door. It's Tanahashi Goto.
Tanahashi's winning. Right?
He had, if you would have made it any opponent other than Goto, I feel like any other credible opponent, like if you would have made it Shingo, if you even fucking Taichi, I feel, well, no, not Taichi, I take that back. If you would have made it Sonata, if you would have made it Naito, if you would have made it, I don't know,
I feel like Suzuki would get me to suspend my disbelief. Yeah. We already know him and Moxley have
Suzuki
gone to
or Ishii, neither of whom is represented on this goddamn card.
Shame on you, New Japan. Shame on you for so fucking much. Jesus Christ.
I know. Honestly, obviously, I'm rooting. I wish it would have been Tanahashi Kenta, because then I would have been very happy either way. But
yeah.
But no, it's Tanahashi versus Goto, and Goto's good. He's one of those guys where every time he has a match, I get into it. He's a good wrestler. But he also is the fucking gatekeeper of New Japan. He is in the same spot as Ishii, where there is absolutely no possible way that he's going to be challenging for a world title in a company as big as AEW. It's just not going to happen.
No way. No. And they want Tanahashi a part of this.
And Tanahashi, if motherfucker saved the company, let him save too. Put the title on him, for fuck's sakes.
Dude,
you've been memeing about that since AEW began.
Yeah. Dude, here's the thing. And here's just where I come at it most simply. Tanahashi was already slated for this. So I almost, I'm going to be truthful with y'all. It's going to be a good match because Goto is a solid worker. And I know I haven't given Goto nearly the credit he deserves. And I do sincerely apologize for that. That's 100% on me. But I don't think anybody would disagree with me when I say, or maybe they would, I don't know. But I personally find this match a bit superfluous because Tanahashi was already supposed to be in this match.
Yeah,
Like,
he was already
right?
literally on Dynamite. He showed up live to an episode of Dynamite.
To stare down CM Punk, who had to get injured but not forfeit the title because reasons. And so, like, we're doing this whole thing when it's like, bruh, I'm Tanahashi. We know I'm gonna win. Like, it's you know, like, don't fuck with me in New Japan. Don't fuck with me. Then you know, Goto of all people, and again, God bless him, solid worker, but I'm Tanahashi. Again, I do air guitar and I beat ass. That's literally my function. All right? Just give me my fucking world title match. And then, yeah, like, I would rather we do that. Or again, like you said, get a higher caliber opponent. How Suzuki hasn't been a world champion fucking in New Japan is just really a disgrace. But him going after Moxley in that title would be compelling because, again, we already know the kind of matches those two can have. So yeah, this match is a waste of time. It'll be good, but Tanahashi
It'll
is
be really
obviously
good.
going to win.
Yeah, the match is
Yeah.
gonna slap, but like we know the winner before the match even starts. Anyway, let's get into our next match, which if it didn't explicitly have a 10-minute time limit, would be skippable. We've got Shingo versus Taichi for the provisional KOPW 2022 trophy. And John, if you don't understand the rules of this match, let me explain them to you. It's called a 10-minute unlimited pinfall scramble match. Basically, the clock starts at 0, or I guess it starts at 10, whatever. It's a 10-minute clock in the match. When the bell rings, it starts. When it hits 10 minutes, the match is over. In the meantime, every pinfall count is added up to the wrestler's total. So if Shingo hits a fucking made in Japan on Taichi and gets a 2 count, that's still a 2 added to his score. If Taichi clocks Shingo with the fucking Iron Finger of Doom or Iron Finger from Hell or whatever the hell it is, and he goes in, gets him in the ring and is able to pin him for 8 seconds, that's +8 to his score. If Shingo hits a fucking Last of the Dragon and pins Taichi for 6 or 7 seconds, that counts towards his score. Whoever has the highest score at the end of the 10 minutes wins the title.
Okay. Wow, that I'm not really vibing with that, to be honest. That sounds like some like struggling TNA bullshit with Russo booking.
I agree. I mean, to be fair, I mean, it's kind of apropos for the company it's happening in right now, honestly.
Oh my god, is Russo working in New Japan? Do we just not know? Is
No,
he
no,
the
I just
problem?
mean like the struggling part. They're just fucking struggling right now. Like Geto
Yeah.
is tilting his fucking face off with whatever the fuck creative team he has around him, and like ever since Harold May left, it's just gone to shit, man.
Harold, we love you. Come back, please. I'm gonna go Taichi, man. I know, like on paper, it seems like Shingo should just have this, but Taichi's a piece of shit, and like he's cheated on everything else in his life, I'm pretty sure he'll cheat in this match and find a fucking way to win. So I'll go with Taichi.
Shingo is the champion going into it. If that changes your mind at all.
I think for a better person it would, but I'm me, so I'm gonna double down and I'm gonna go Taichi anyway.
All right, cool. I actually agree. I really like. I brought up the Iron Finger from Hell, and I think that's actually going to play a role in this match. Like, it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, you know it will. They can't help themselves.
All right, so we agree Taichi's winning the title. Not that it really matters because the title might as well be a fucking joke anyway. Anyway, let's move on to a title that kind of matters: the Never Openweight Championship. John, I have to do this. Do you know who the current Never Openweight Champion is?
Oh God, I'm gonna level with you, man. I know it was said in Discord, but I've fallen so hard out of love with New Japan that I think I repressed it. So remind us, friend, who is the Never Openweight Champion?
The current Never Openweight Champion is Maven.
Wait. Oh, Tamatonga.
Yes.
I was gonna say, oh my God, what's happening? No, you son of a bitch. See, can I just say something before we continue?
Yeah,
Dude,
it's your fucking platform. What do you mean?
Sometimes I know I could talk a bit too much, so I want to share the air. # share the air. Plant a tree. I've always liked how you've come at the Never Openweight title, right? And it's such a perfect tagline too. The Never Openweight champion is someone you never want to get in a fight with. And like I like Tamatonga, and he's like an impressive athlete.
He's also the son of Haku.
And he is the son of who, like, hey, Haku, I'm not talking shit about you, right? No, not at all.
I mean, I'm
You know,
pretty sure if you talk shit about a man's son, you might as well be talking shit about him.
I trust that Haku, being the great and honorable man that he is capable of nuance and distinction.
I don't think Haku is really known for his nuance.
Why is it
I
whenever
think he's
I
a
try
little
to
more known for biting people's noses off in bars.
Why is it whenever I try and have honest discourse about people that could kill me with flexing a pinky, you're always the one that's like, I don't know, John, I don't really think that's how it works. Like, quiet down.
Wait, are you literally asking me why I try and be the voice of reason? Seriously?
God, when you put it that way, fuck. But no, you know, I like Tama Tonga. I do. I mean, more so pre-shaved beard. But I never look at him and think, oh, I would never want to get in a fight with that guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that vibe to me. And so I'm not saying he's the worst never weight champion because he can work. And obviously that's what matters more than fucking anything when you're a title holder. But, you know, I think perception is reality. And I've always liked how you've come at the never openweight title. And I just don't think he fits that mold. So, first
you
of
know
all,
who
who's
does
his
fit that
challenge?
mold, though?
Who?
Is his challenger Shingo.
So wait, Shingo's competing twice on this show?
Wait, did I fuck up? Oh no, you know what? I did fuck up. It's not Shingo. Shingo has the fucking KOPW title. Tama Tonga's opponent in this is Carl Anderson.
Oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. So, Jesus.
I'm sorry. Give me the fucking son of Haku. I'm calling it Tama Tonga retains.
Yeah, Tama Tonga retained. Don't
I
fuck with
thought
Samoans. What are you doing?
we spent like 3 minutes talking about how he's not really that guy, and then in an instant when I mention his partner, his opponent, it's like we gotta build him back up. Be like, wait, no, he is the badass in this match.
God, this is the oh God. Oh God. I'm gonna sound like such a fucking rightist and I'll rinse my mouth out with acid afterwards, but when did the never openweight title get so beta? What the fuck happened? The fuck? Like what? We got Tama Tonga, who's a pretty boy, and maybe he just wanted to get more heel heat, so again he shaved one of the best marketing aspects of him. Oh, $5 super chat from Javaris. Versus Ocean Spray for the vacant USA. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. I've known about that. We're gonna get to that, brother. But thank you for the $5 donation. But yeah, it's Tama Tonga, who I don't know how he's looking these days. I haven't seen a picture of him in a while. But against a guy who emphatically tweets about his hot Asian wife, who she herself is uncomfortable when he does that shit. Yeah, real stiff competition. I'm really on the edge of my seat to see who the tougher man is in that fucking group. Jesus Christ. You remember the days when, like, Ishii and who the fuck was it that used to go to war with Ishii? Was it fucking who's Japanese Scott
Makabe.
Steiner? Makabe. Yeah, you remember the days of Ishii and Makabe? God, I'd kill for that today. Fuck. Yeah, Tama Tonga retains. We're all screwed.
He does have a beard again. It's just not big like it was. It's like relatively well kempt and trimmed and stuff.
I see. So he manscapes. That's real grit right there.
I mean, to be
Jesus.
fair, if that's what we're going by, Ishii does too. Come on now.
I mean, you know, but dude, here's the thing. At least he has the girth that nobody would talk shit to him about it. Like,
John literally is just like, listen, it's not about that. The never openweight championship is about guys who are immune to bullies.
Exactly. Like, if Ishii heard me and he was like, you know, I manscape, I'd be like, I'm so sorry. And, like, you know, just try and remember the last thing I said before I talked all that shit so I could.
Dude, the irony that Tama Tonga's brother would be a better never openweight championship than he would be.
Tongaloa, right? Yeah. We're talking about? Yeah, dude, yeah, dude, yeah.
Fit for that
unironically, yeah. Total sincerity, yeah. God. Absolutely.
You put it on the wrong one.
Oh, God. Javaris just took it even further. He said, remember Ishii and Shibata? Oh, my God. Oh. How far we've fallen. Jesus Christ.
God, I miss Shibata. All right. Semi-main. We've got Ospreay Sonata for the IWGP US title, US heavyweight title. They specify that it's a heavyweight title.
Here's the good news for everyone. I am in a really good mood and I'm amped up because I got quality time with my sister, one of my favorite people on this planet. And I already did a visceral rant on Ospreay on Rampage. So I'm going to save everybody's time and not do that again. And instead, I'm just going to keep it simple and say that talking more about Sonata, he's one of the best athletes they have. I believe in him in a fair world, in the best version of New Japan, future Wrestle Kingdom main eventer. Now, keep in mind the qualifiers I said before that.
In the best version of New Japan, Sonata already main evented a fucking Wrestle Kingdom and won the goddamn title beforehand and successfully retained it at Wrestle Kingdom.
Touche. And agreed. But, you know, I would even hope that this version of New Japan would say, you know, let's give him something. However, it does seem like they're protecting Ospreay because I feel like the way Juice even won the title, didn't Ospreay like have his foot on the rope or underneath the rope or some shit? Like it was controversial how he pinned Ospreay.
And that's literally like they've been doing that consistently with Ospreay, and I think they're going to do it again here. I'm picking Sonata to win in a fuck finish. Like I'm picking Sonata to win in a way that quote unquote protects Ospreay, basically in a way that Ospreay can bitch about bad officiating later, like whether it's foot on the rope or he grabs the rope or maybe fucking Sonata is under the ropes during the pin or you know some bullshit like that, whatever the fuck, or maybe Ospreay even kicks out and the ref just doesn't catch it, or maybe Ospreay's shoulder is off the mat but the ref isn't visible, it's not visible to the ref or whatever. Like they've been doing that shit, that type of shit, literally almost every big Ospreay match for months now.
Really?
Yes.
That's, dude, is he fucking winning G1 this year? Because like that has to be some kind of story with some kind of payoff,
you
right?
Know what?
Like,
you might be right. You might actually be right on the nose on that. Yeah, I'm not.
Because if you're saying it's going on for months,
yeah, dude,
right?
It has absolutely been going on for like literally. It's been happening. You know what? Let me see if I can find an earlier instance of it happening.
Oh yeah, put a fine point on that shit, bro. Because I'll tell you, if this is like a months-long kind of story, what better place to pay it off than the fucking G1 where he quote-unquote overcomes bad officiating to win the fucking tournament, and then I'm gonna claw my own eyes out of my face. Christ. Ospreay wins the fucking G1. I mean, Jawara straight up even said, I do not want Hoshin Spray to be a champion in NJPW. Javaris, it's going to happen inevitably.
Here we go. Here, I think this might have been the first instance of it. It was in March. It was March. It was I don't even know what show it was. It might have been the New Japan Cup. It was the New Japan Cup. It was probably the semifinals of the New Japan Cup. So ZSJ beat Ospreay because they called it a tap out, and then afterwards Ospreay complained that he wasn't tapping out. He was striking Ospreay's leg to try and get out of the hold. And that was like the first instance of it, and it's been going on multiple times ever since then.
Javaris even said it's been happening since his match with Moxley. I have no idea when that match took place.
That's since then.
Yeah.
It actually started before the match with Moxley. It was yeah. It's been going on for, I mean, we're closing in on 3 months now that it's been going on.
Well, bro, I'll tell you what. That was a forceful argument, and so much so that I was originally going to pick Ospreay because I thought the screwdriver only happened very recently in the Fatal 4-Way. But if it's been happening that long, it'll continue, and I'll go one step further, and I know this is out of the bounds of Dominion. Ospreay is my pick to win G1, and I fucking hate it, but I'm thinking, like, yeah, that story's got to fucking pay off somewhere, somehow, and it'll be him heelishly overcoming the odds or whatever. It'll be like a Sami Zayn type thing where he thinks there's a conspiracy, but, like, he overcomes it anyway, and they completely miss the point, because it's New Japan, or at least New Japan. When has this problem been starting with them? 2021, 2020? So this is like New Japan fucking...
It's been going on longer than you think. It started in 2019, I think.
Jesus Christ.
So was the double gold dash, because that was the first fuck up in my opinion.
Oh Jesus, yeah, I don't even remember. Oh God. So yeah, Sonata wins. Ospreay won't need to worry about it because he'll be fucking winning the G1 and vying for the world title.
Double gold dash was at Wrestle Kingdom 14, which took place on January 4th and 5th of 2020, which means that they planned on doing that starting in like September of 2019. So that was when the fuck ups began.
Oh.
That was the beginning of the downfall.
Well, at least Sonata will be a champion. God knows he's deserved it for, I don't know, forever and a fucking day.
When
But
did
we're still
Harold
going to have
May
to put up with
leave?
him. Yeah, when did that happen?
Let's see.
I'm seriously about to do the whole boombox outside his window bullshit. Come back, Harold. We love you.
Let's see. It doesn't say when he left. Oh, here it was. It was October of 2020. So he was still there when they were doing the double gold dash bullshit.
Oh, okay. Damn it, Harold. You were the chosen one.
I just imagine you saying that. Who? There was. Never mind. There was like a cartoon. Harold. I just imagined. Like, never mind. Fuck it.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Oh no, I'm great, man. Let's go on to the next matchup.
Oh, I thought you were dying. Okay. Anyway.
Oh no, I was more worried. Like I was like, are you short circuiting? Are you good? So it's funny that we're concerned about each other. But if you're good, and I'm ready to go to the next match.
All right. Next match is Okada White, world title. Okada defends.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I've thought a lot about this one, dude. I really fucking have. And you know what? I'm going Jay White to win.
Same.
And it's not just because of the whole pregnancy thing. Honestly, I feel like Bullet Club is on the come up for the umpteenth time. So I feel like now they're in a period because New Japan's a factional company. So I feel like each faction will have their own period of like getting pushed, not necessarily dominance, but just getting pushed. I feel like Bullet Club's in their period right now. And they were going to ride it until Juice had to vacate, and I do hope sincerely that he's okay. I have no idea what any of that's about. But yeah, I think they're going to continue to ride that momentum. I'm picking Jay White to fucking win, and to be perfectly honest, I may not care for Bullet Club, but Jay White's fucking great, and I've been waiting for him to regain that world title for a long time now. So I love Okada. Nothing against him. We can praise him all fucking day. Really hope Jay White wins this, and I'm picking him to win this. Do you have anything you want to add? Because I know you already said like agree out of the gate. So
yeah, no, I think that we might be kind of on the cusp of entering a new era of heavy interaction between New Japan and AEW. I feel like there's a very strong chance that AEW stars are in the G1 this year, maybe anywhere from like 4 to at the absolute most 12. I can't imagine it'll be that many. Realistically, it'll probably be like 4 to 8, honestly. Um, but I think that we've already seen Jay White show up multiple times, even on episodes of AEW television. So it really wouldn't surprise me one bit if they put the title on him and then had him show up on a bunch of AEW television shows, building up hype in a match against probably Hangman Page, if I had to guess.
okay, all right, yeah, I can definitely see that. Like it's almost like he'd be an ambassador, for New Japan that's like heavily immersed in AEW because he also has the partnership with Cole, and Cole feels like chummy with White at least for now. That'll probably become a bigger story later. And then Kenny Omega's got to come back sometime. So yeah, I see a lot of moving parts here, and I think Jay is very integral to a lot that's happening. So I'm pretty much in wholehearted agreement with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jay White for the win, and that title's going to look fucking great on him. So I'm psyched.
Yes, it is.
Oh geez, fucking Javaris told me what's going on with Juice. He has acute appendicitis. Ooh.
Hey, you know what though? You get in there, you get the surgery, you get that shit removed, and you're back to being good to go in a few weeks.
Yeah, I'm not finding it very cute at all. But so yeah, hopefully it's just
Oh my god! Back. You know what? 8 out of 10.
Yes, I passed. I did it. Okay, before I start to tilt, I think this went very well. I'm so proud of us. We're so talented. I have nothing else to say about the show. I will say that us talking about it, weirdly, it's going to up my hype, and here's why.
I'm solidly sitting at an 8 at this point. I sat down right in the 8 because remember I said earlier I was kind of hovering between a 7.5 and an 8. I'm sticking to the 8 now. I went higher.
Okay, so here's the thing. If I said 8, I'm going up to an 8.5. If I said 8.5, which I think I did, I'll stick with it.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm that high, and this is just how I feel, I have a lot of confidence if Jay White wins the title in Jay White as world champion. I think
Yes.
he's very
Especially because
compelling.
last time he only got like a 2-month run with it.
Bro, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with everybody. When I really fell off of New Japan to the point where I wasn't even checking in with them on YouTube, before that happened, because then what brought me back to it, honestly, was Juice's heel turn, because I had to hear his promo, and he's still a great promo. Before that happened, the one guy I was checking in on constantly was Jay and his fucking promos. He's one of my favorite talkers in the game, and honestly, Moxley needs some fucking competition, because I enjoy Punk's promos to a point. I still think Moxley's like one of the best talkers. I think Eddie Kingston's his greatest competition for me personally. But man, Jay White, I can already hear in my head his victory promo, and it's gonna be fucking ace. Like it's gonna be so good if he wins. If he wins. Now again, there's nothing wrong with Okada. Okada's one of the best in the game today. I've even said it. I would stand by this. I'm no wrestling historian, but I would genuinely say if Okada would retire tomorrow, he would have a legacy comparable to your Kobashis and your Misawas. What he's done for New Japan and what he's accomplished with that company has been fucking insane. Nothing wrong with Okada, but I feel like Jay White would be such a great champion for them and would get them back on the right track. And because I have faith in that happening, that's what I think is really stabilizing my hype and the prospect of Sonata finally getting some fucking flowers for once. So again, it comes back to those two matches for me. Absolutely. If we get better tag team champions like Okan and Cobb would pop me if they win. Everything else, I'm just hoping it's a good time. But those three matches, and especially the U.S. and World, I'm really looking for good outcomes here for both. And so yeah, that's where I'm at. Do you have any concluding remarks before we do the formal wrap up?
I really thought that having Okada as your world champion would be a really great step in the right direction, but it just seems like everything else is crumbling around him, so to the point that like not even he can put New Japan on his shoulders and carry it through the fucking goal line. He needs help, and right now he's not getting it. So why waste a good title reign on that when you could put it on someone that can kind of, you know, do things that Okada can't, which is to say, like, bridge the gap between English fans and Japanese fans, which is Jay White.
Bro, if I was Okada looking around at this fucking company, I would not blame him one bit if he wanted to play with his balloons again. And that's not a euphemism, folks. All right.
Yes.
That is a very specific New Japan reference. Don't think my mind's in the gutter right now. But yeah, if he wanted to bust out his balloons again, homie, you earned the right.
Yeah.
Fucking look at where you are right now.
Well, you remember the last time he busted out the balloons, it was because of Jay White. It was because Gedo turned on him and joined up with Jay White.
Oh, that's true. God, Gedo, I remember when I used to love you because you were a great manager and a great booker. And I'm wondering, are you still a great booker and you're being meddled with, or are you starting to really tilt, like Ashton said earlier? I don't know. But yeah, we'll have to see how Dominion is. We'll be covering that tomorrow at 4 p.m. Thank you guys so much. I actually had a lot of fun doing this, believe it or not. In fact, I'm wondering retroactively if we'll look back and we'll have had more fun doing this than reacting to the show. I genuinely wonder. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I had a great time doing this. Leave a like if you haven't, guys. Subscribe with the bell icon so you keep up with all that Twit Wow goodness. Check out everything we're involved in the description box. And again, most immediately, just to round out the weekend, since we just did preview predictions tonight, 4 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to be covering Dominion. And then Monday at 5, it is Faye 5. So I'm only going to go there. I don't want to go too deep because I want to hand it over to Ashton. But yeah, I think that's all for me. So Ashton, you can take us home.
Alrighty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you enjoyed the show. We hope that you at least agreed with some of our predictions. If not, let us know what you think is going to happen at this show down in the comments section when this is fully processed. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to join the notification squad, and of course, if you would like to keep up with everything that we do, you can also follow us on Twitter and on Twitch. And if you'd like to support us, you can also subscribe on Twitch, buy our merch on Spring, donate to our Patreon, and share this channel and this video with all your wrestling fan friends and let them in on the best kept secret in the YouTube and Twitch wrestling communities. That's right. We are TwitWow, and we are the workhorses of the YNTWCs, and we do plan on live reacting to most of Dominion tomorrow. We will be going live with that at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And just because I saw Javaris typing this down in the chat and I wanted to address it, I was wrong. Okada didn't do the balloon phase because of Gedo. Gedo turned on Okada because of the balloon phase. Gedo was with Okada all throughout the balloon phase, and then in the G1 finals, Okada tried to break up with Gedo, and then the next big show, Gedo came out, and it seemed like he was going to help Okada, and he turned on him instead. So that was the whole story there. I fucked up in my brain, but it's all good. We hope that you're all looking forward to our reactions to Dominion tomorrow. And if you are, make sure that you're able to remember to stay tuned.